Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Welcome back to another round of street vlogging, where we discuss, we talk and talk and talk. And we talk about the goodness of the homeland, and we talk about good governance. We discuss issues that make our homeland to be better and better. Not mindful of the charlatans and the riffraffs that want to bring down our homeland in the name of their selfish ambitions that we are here to discuss. And before we introduce the discussion today, I will say to you, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your geographical location. And I urge you, please do the needful: like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. So what are we talking about? 2 years of Alex, of Alex Otti bulldozer revolution in Aba, better than the whole investment of Soludo in Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. That's a point of reference. Why are we starting like this? It's because there's a discussion going on that that Alex Otti, the executive governor of Abia State, yet to be 2 years in power in the realm of affairs in Abia State. If you might recall, that he will be 2 years as a governor, executive governor of Abia State, Nigeria, on 29th of May 2025. When, it's 2 years since he took over from highly incompetent past administration that was there, who was actually former commissioner of environment, but left the state as a laughing stock. The environment degraded to the extent that the pigs have a better habitat than being in human houses. That's exactly what the sorry state of Abia State, one of the biggest commercial and industrial centers in Nigeria, although highly neglected by ineffective Nigerian government from the center downwards. But people are discussing that Soludo has been the Soludo, Professor Charles Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State, in spite of his downstep in development in Anambra State, that he has not even gotten up to the level of input or change in Onitsha that Abia State governor did in Aba. What they are saying is that he has not even done something that, that has changed Onitsha compared to what Alex Otti has done already in Aba in less than 2 years. Soludo is 3 years and, but Onitsha has not actually witnessed that paradigm change that people have been hoping for. Remember, Peter Obi says that a prof will do better because he's a prof. He's a professor, and we believe that a professor will do better than a trader. He will do better than ordinary people in the street. That's what the mindset of all. But we are going to be discussing about it and see why we are talking about this and why we are comparing this and why people are saying it, and that's why we are bringing it here to you in order to digest fully the implication of this. Because Aba completely has taken a wow factor when you compare it to Onitsha. Let's start with Aba environment. 98% of the roads in Aba was in a quarrel or in a slum-like situation. Even the pig farms are better organized or cleaned than Aba before. So, and people have written off Aba completely, that anything good ever come out from Aba. Even the former governor that was there said, the immediate past governor that was there said that he cannot do much there. At a point, he was even celebrating opening up a branch of a eatery restaurant, takeaway restaurant, as a massive achievement, that even he went to the national television and be talking about it, and people were laughing over Aba and Abia State. It was the highest humiliation that the people of our homeland will suffer on incompetent commissioner, that commissioner turned governor of Abia State. I mean, he was a former commissioner of environment. Think about that. If the person is really a commissioner of environment and he become a governor, you expect him to do better. But as he failed as a commissioner of environment, he also failed as a executive governor, because Nigerian politics were based on recycling dead woods. Not people who are thinkers, people that has visions, or people that has serious desire to change aspect of human life to make it better. So now we are going about drawing your attention. That's the level of Aba before Alex Otti got in there. No roads, everywhere was mess. Even people were farming in major roads in Aba. The streets were dirty, so dirty. And Alex Otti came and he formed, the first thing is to organize administration in Aba. So what he did is basically to get the mayors to take responsibility. And he brought in men of timber and caliber, who basically gone in like Udabala, very respectable man, John Udabala, and many others were consulted to handle Aba, and they started pushing all the debris, all the rubbish in Aba, and started organizing the whole place. And he started awarding major roads in Aba. The notable one is the Port Harcourt Road, which since Abia State was created, although it was a federal road, nobody dared to build that road. But he awarded it, and people were saying, oh, it is so much expensive. But he said, look, if you can do this road, Aba will come back to life. And many things started happening, and he started tidying up the roads, putting a lot of emphasis on environment, and the work is still ongoing. But bet me, you cannot compare what he has done in Aba to what Soludo has done in Onitsha. People of Anambra State will say that Soludo is performing, but what he's doing in Onitsha, or what he has done in Onitsha, has not reflected the importance of that city. He has not actually put in 1% of what is being derived from Onitsha in Onitsha. He has not actually made something that can, catch the eyes of people from outside and within in Onitsha. What am I saying? That he has not expanded the roads much. He has not tidied the environment much. Although he pushed away all the massive heaps around Onitsha that was led by Willie Obiano, the incompetent former government of Anambra State, that were the administration that nearly destroyed the state because of massive garbage everywhere. But if you look at Onitsha, most of the street roads are still surrounded by thousands of street traders that constitute a nuisance. The environment is so bad that it's still bad that even the sands, even you can actually get deeper rows of sand from the streets of Onitsha just to build your house, because the newly constructed roads, if you go there, you can actually get enough sand to build your own house. That's how bad it is. The drainages are still left open, and there's no big campaign to put trees on the streets. I mean sustained campaign, not the one you hear on the television. Even the one they said, oh, color coding and street planting was abandoned completely because there is no big push to change Onitsha. Although the Soludo is saying about that he's going to change Onitsha, but he has not done much compared to what Alex Otti is doing, and how Alex Otti is also expanding the market development. Ekoha in Aba is a typical example. Alex Otti has basically brought down this market, the Asian market. People think it will not happen, but he brought it down. He's building a mega modern structure there. So while Soludo is still on the planning stage for over 3 years on what to do in Onitsha, Alex Otti is basically doing the job, walking the talk, doing the job, showing that it's not about speaking, it's not about the ambition you have, it's about doing it, it's about accomplishing it. So why the streets in Onitsha suffer so much degradation, the Aba is basically taking over as one of the most cleanest cities in Nigeria. Can you believe that? Not only that, and Alex Otti said that he has not finished yet, that he's even coming more and more, that people will know that Aba, what Aba will be after he has finished dealing with Aba. So basically, you can say that Ochanja, if you go to Ochanja market, the Ochanja market is still the same, except the road that Soludo built there. The Ochanja market is still very, very unkept, very dirty. You go to main market, there is no road to get into that road, that main market. Even the constructed roads, Niger Street, you can see the sand everywhere. Port Harcourt Road that was constructed, people were clapping for Soludo because it's marvelous for him to do that. But the fact is that the roads are very dirty and unkept. The pedestrian walkway that he put was very very poorly done and poorly executed, and already has collapsed within 6 months, even less than 6 months of construction. So that's the why people are saying these things. That basically that what Alex Otti has accomplished in Aba in 2 years, in less than 2 years, is massively better than what Soludo has put in Onitsha. Do you agree to this discussion or this argument? If you do agree, comment. If you don't, say why you don't believe. And remember, we are not months like that. We are talking with facts. If you have a better facts about that, go and comment, go and like, share this video. Let us continue, because we want to deepen our homeland. We want to make our homeland the best and nothing more than the best. And we must push the politicians to do better. Remember, we are the government. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. See you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.